Okay, so this is going to be the second video working on the Xeon. This is the next day after the first video was recorded. So, that video is getting long and it would have taken a lot. I can't upload a super long video, and the video I made is already long. So basically the goal is we're doing a few touch-ups to this, a few more plates on there, not the biggest job. And then maybe we'll design a PTO winch, and I want to test out the rear hydraulics, see if they work, and if they do, maybe I will run a pair of hydraulic hoses, if we have them, up the loader and to the front so that you can operate a grapple bucket. And what else? I guess there's a small hydraulic leak I may or may not take care of. Other than that, I think this tractor is pretty much fixed. So yeah. Okay, so I think there's a few options. One is to be putting a plate in here. The other one is to put a rebar in here. So I think the plate is better if I can. It's a pretty awkward shape. Might be worth a shot. See if we can do it. So in the shot here, I'm making a cardboard cutout of the shape I want, and then I'm just trimming the cutout. And that idea worked pretty well. This is fixed now, and I'm sure this is strong enough. So I got a plate here, solid welded. This one's solid welded, everything is welded up. And it took a while to get those to fit on there right. That's what takes a long time, but welding it didn't take too long. This was already there. And then more plates on this side. Slightly different size of steel, but it doesn't matter. So now they're relatively the same. And now there's a lot more support. And I was able to get some welding done on the backs, but I got everything done here. And on this side, this one I did this side first, maybe, or not sure, but yeah. And then the welder broke down again, right there, and it quit. And the whole handle it gets really hot when you're welding, and now it's seized in there. Maybe that's just your tip, but it needs a bunch of parts. I'm kind of tired of fixing it, trying to do weird stuff to it, and that's not the problem. But it just needs this new cable. I've said that a few times. Just take this out, and then you just replace everything here. Because before, I think this welder is about 2 years old now, and I put a lot of hours on it. I've done a lot of welding with it, and I used to do, I did an awful lot of welding projects with this. Before I did big stuff like this, or a lot of welding with the arc welder, but yeah, I do not like those. They're not efficient. I mean, yeah, they're satisfying when they work, but 99% of the time they don't work very good. So one day maybe we'll buy a bigger MIG welder. But for now, this one, using it on here, the only problem was the tip. The tip and the wire here. I think those just need to be replaced. And other than that, it was doing okay. If I had more welding spray or anti-spatter, I could have put that on there, but that can's out. But now this is fixed, we can put this back on the tractor. Okay, so I just decided to put old nails with a couple of nuts on them, and they're pretty big spikes. And no, it doesn't look very good, but it actually took some force to bend those, so. No, it looks like it'd fall out, but I don't think that'll fall out. And, the others are bent over more than that. Did all four of them, and then just cut them off with the grinder. And that way, it's completely free, and those rusty nuts and that nail were garbage. And I keep a box of kind of slightly rusty hardware. Those are probably for, they're really weird bolts. These, I don't know what kind of head that is, but yeah. So I just keep a box of old stuff. And I tend to keep, you don't want to keep a whole bunch of those around, but we do have some decent fit it in this way. We have, I'll keep, here's a box of old hay mower blades. And those are useful because you can make washers for stuff with that. So, yeah, I like to keep some old stuff around. And the cotter pins, they fall out more easily. These are a lot less likely to get pulled out by a twig or something. Yeah, now that's done. This Easy On project is done. So Okay, so we already have a problem. I can't get the pin in because the whole thing is crooked. There's really nothing I can do about that. But the bucket fits on there. You know, it's better than it was, but it's still not perfect. So now let's do some snow clearing. Okay, so here I am in the video changing where that pin that wouldn't fit. I just put a slightly smaller sized bolt in there, and that works okay.